Welcome to another exciting episode of $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And if it's Saturday, it must be BOLO Day.
Nice.
We try to give you BOLOs, which stands for Be on the Lookout. Items that you can find out there. Saturdays and Sundays are big sourcing days for a lot of people. And we try to show you some stuff that you'll be able to find, be it estate sales, garage sales, church sales, flea markets, auctions. Wherever you happen to source from, you have a chance to find this kind of thing and make big money.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us the first thing that you made big money on?
Well, it is football season. We're in Rochester, New York, and the Buffalo Bills are hotter than a pistol. That's the good news. The bad news is I sold this cheaper than it should be, but you can find them and make a lot of money on them. So what we have here is Buffalo Bills Little People Fisher-Price set. Oh. It's a team set. They should sell for $100. The problem was two things. One, my lister originally did not have Josh Allen and Sean McDermott in the title. He had Wegmans. So these are Wegmans exclusives, which anyone shopping at Wegmans in Baltimore, Jersey, New York, anywhere there's a Wegmans, you can hopefully find these there and pick them up.
So you updated the listing.
We updated the listing, but then myself put them on sale by mistake. They're in the wrong category. They were put on sale by mistake. So I sold them for $70. I made a little bit on them, but you can find them and make a lot. So
what do they
go for $100.
What do they go for in Wegmans?
I think they're like 40 or 50, maybe $40. So they're a little pricey, but still you can pick up and make $50 easily on them. So very cool. They should sell for $100.
Well, put it this way: you're out doing if you live in upstate New York region, you're out doing your grocery shopping. You pick up two of those, and you can basically pay for most of your groceries.
Absolutely, yeah. Very cool.
Nice.
All right. Moving on. For years and years, I had trouble finding these types of magazines. They always sold for good money. Then the last couple of years, I've picked up thousands of them. Any type of
and now they don't sell for as much.
Well, I think I sold this for $20. But generally, bodybuilding, weightlifting, they're always hot commodities. Someone's always looking for them. Whether it's 1980s, 1950s, you can always sell them.
Well, one of the things that's a little too early for it, but a lot of you can get early Schwarzenegger, some other stars from back in the 70s.
Jack LaLanne, and we picked up some Jack LaLanne, Hargitay, Mariska's father, Gene Mansfield's husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we found a couple of those early ones, nice shape. I'm going to get some of those graded.
Oh, wow.
Very cool. And then off we go to comics, and I'm always getting stuff graded. I'm still waiting for about 600 graded comics to come through, but a little delay there. But this is an X-Men issue 10. I sold this a little cheap. I took the offer, but I've had it for a while. Generally it sells for about $450. I sold mine for $390. I moved it out and then moved on.
Nice. First CZUR X-Men number 10.
Yeah,
nice.
Cool. All right, next up, another item that I had for a while, and it's very cool. They don't go for as much as you would think. It's a Stephen Curry, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson. There's other stars on this card, and number 3 of 3. They're all jersey cards. I had it for $400. I took $280. We moved it out. I think 400 is a little high. It should sell in the 300 range.
Now, who made that?
It's Panini.
Leaf?
Leaf. Yes, it is Leaf.
Leaf. Okay, and that was available in packs.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
Nice. So
it's called the Iconic 8. There's Charles Barkley's on there as well. Dominique Wilkins. Let's see who else. Bernard King. Julius Erving. So it's a loaded card. Surprisingly, just because it's jersey cards and not signed cards, it doesn't sell for as much.
Can I give a listing tip?
Spell out Allen Iverson.
Don't. The way they have it listed there, I don't believe you could find Curry or Bird because it's all one word, I believe, as opposed to just leave the spaces next time.
Gotcha. All right, good to know. All right, we will tell him that. And Halloween's around the corner. Found this mask in my shop just sitting there from a couple years ago. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It sold for $25. Quick, easy sale. Any mask you can find, pick them up and list them.
I think I'd be a little scared coming into the shop and seeing that sitting there.
Yeah. Very true.
That's nice. What is that? And that is that the kind of mask that goes over your head as opposed to
the latex. It's got the strap on the back. I think it's the half.
Oh, the half. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah. So it is almost like the ones we had.
The full ones go for probably $80 to $100, probably. Yeah.
Okay, it's good to know though.
Yeah.
So that's a little tip out there. And where would you have been able to buy stuff like that? Spencer's and stuff like that back in the day?
Yeah, now Spirit Halloween. I think there's a Spirit Halloween exclusive, this one here.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
And did that have? Can you go back to the other pictures super quick?
Sure.
Is there tags on it? Or okay, yeah. It's new.
It's a Trick or Treat. Yeah, Trick or Treat Studios. Yeah, but I think it has a Spirit Halloween price sticker on it.
Okay.
On the backside.
Very neat.
Yeah. All right. Lastly, everyone loves dinosaurs. So this sold for $31. It's a T-Rex 26 inches long made by Kenner. So I had another talk with another employee that you missed one big word in there, which is Jurassic Park.
I was just gonna say you should have let me guess.
Oh, sorry. So it should have went for at least $50, maybe even more. You know, it was in decent condition, little wear. But again, down here it says JP. Apparently he didn't know what the JP meant or never watched the Jurassic Park one. But definitely, you can find these at garage sales, probably for a few bucks, $5. And it could go for 50. And just mention Jurassic Park if it is a Jurassic Park.
That's a good size piece then, because it's 2 feet, just over 2 feet, and I see you got bids on it.
Yes, yeah.
So
very cool. And we're using the light box now. That definitely helps out.
Oh, that's good, because I know we'll have to talk about that in one of the live shows, because mark that down to talk about, because one of our subscribers was asking about light boxes, and we do read all the comments, and we do answer back to you, and we want to craft the channel that you guys want to see, as well as have fun doing it. And I know, in fact, I'm going to grab a trusty pen right over here and write down light box, because one of the subscribers wanted to know what our experience was with light boxes, so it'll be perfect to ask in a live show every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Very interactive, so come and ask your questions. Such as, well, do I ever shut up? The answer to that is no.
We all know that.
Tricycle Magazine, Buddhist Review, Spring 1993, Sharon Salzberg and Joanna Macy. Do you know why I put Sharon Salzberg and Joanna Macy in there? I don't either.
I really don't.
I don't either. They're just two names that I saw in there.
Yeah. And it worked. It paid off.
It did sell. But this is one of those, to anybody new to the channel, I've had a couple of people ask me about my pricing. And if you notice on there, it was $17.19. I took an offer on it. I bought these in 2019. I bought probably 10 to 12 Tricycle magazines. Now, you're Mr. Magazine. Have you ever had Tricycle magazines?
I have not. Yeah.
And I think that's the lesson today. When you're out at a sale, and I believe they wanted $1 a piece, and it was half price day, so I ended up paying 50 cents a piece for like 12 of them. At this point now, I've sold all of them. 2 different buyers over time discovered them and bought the ones that they needed.
Cool.
So for 50 cents, I think I took $14 on it. Nice. It took 2 years to do. Yeah. Cannot argue with that whatsoever, though. On that kind of deal, you tend to find things like this all together because somebody bought them, they had a subscription, whatever it is, saved them all. This is not a magazine you find on a one-off somewhere, generally speaking. Yeah. So just... that's a little tip to you there. If you see some magazine you haven't seen before and the price is right, take a chance on it. And the classic example that you use all the time are the bonsai magazines.
Yeah. And anytime you see a Buddhist riding a tricycle, I mean, you gotta
right. Well, yeah,
that's
definitely a hot seller on its own. Speaking of hot sellers, this didn't go for a lot of money, but I kind of brought it up just because it's just weird enough that you will find it out there, and most people probably would never list it. Sears Roebuck and Company fabric sample lot of 3 1930s flannel. Literally little plastic or little wax bags, I guess they are, with fabric samples in her. If I had listed them now, I probably would have taken the samples out as well and taken a second picture or put those next to it. Yeah. I did not do that then. But they literally were just actual samples of what you wanted. So in case you wanted to buy a suit from them or a clothing from them, you knew the kind of fabric. $11 for the 3 of those. I'm sure I didn't pay anything for them. They came in some lot somewhere or other. Yeah. You will find stuff like this out there. You might as well put $11 in your pocket as opposed to leaving that just sitting somewhere.
Exactly.
That's the lesson of the day. $11 is better than a death pile. Yeah. Next item we have over here, Bolivar, New York ticket, Model T Ford, July 26, 1913, Southern Tier, upstate New York. I did check to make sure it wasn't a winner, though, because I would have rather have had the car.
True. Yeah.
$24 on that. Literally 2 inches by 3 inches, 3 inches by 4 inches. It's a very, very small. It's probably the only one left in existence when you get right down to it. Yeah. Paid $1 for it from somebody that just had a pile of ephemera. I just kind of put it in a pile, and they charged me $1 a piece on it. Why did I buy it? Bolivar, New York. People that buy from there, or the Model T Ford, people that collect Model T Ford. Yeah. Either one of those. I'm not certain the person that bought it, it wasn't like the person that bought it was Bolivar Boy or Model T's Rule. So I don't know what the person bought it for.
Right.
I'm certain it's one of those two reasons. I mean, unless he collects tickets with 2108 on it, which you never know as well. But you just never know exactly why somebody's going to buy something. But I bought it this year at the flea market. I got $24 out of a $1 purchase that I'm sure 100 other people walked by and had no interest whatsoever in. So the stuff is out there, and you can make money on it. Such as Sons of the American Revolution snapback hat vintage. I don't do much with hats, do nothing with hats. This is actually the first time that I did it, but I was at a sale, and we put it up on the Instagram. They had a bunch of truckers' hats. Ended up getting them for $18 because they wanted $25 for the box. Got them for $18, and I think I paid $1 a hat on them.
Nice.
Took a chance on them. This one took an offer on it for $18, so I'm essentially out of it with one hat, and I've got the other 17 left to make my money on. Can't argue with that, though.
Nope.
And again, easy to ship. You just get a small box, put them in there, ship them out so they don't get ruined.
Cool.
Take a chance on them. This is outside of what I normally buy, but the price was absolutely right. And I know that trucker hats are supposed to be hot.
Yeah.
Next item we have over here, Class A Hotels, Points About Rochester and New York City, booklet 1912. One of these booklets that I would have priced at $10 to $15 back in the day. Moved the price up to $34, put a bunch of pictures up.
Yeah.
It's got it's got a big hand in there as well.
Wow.
But other than that, it's got a little map in there. It's got some really nice architectural pictures and all that kind of thing. And somebody ended up paying my asking price on it. So you can't argue with that.
No.
$34 for something or other like that. Just some neat little pictures. I'm sure I paid $1 for it. You can find this kind of stuff out there. You just find the older dealers that have the ephemera. They don't care about something or other like this. Sell it to you for $1. They're happy to move it on out because they got it in some clean out and they paid nothing for it. And the last item we have over here is kind of a neat item. I took $50 on it. I was asking $74.
God, it looks familiar, like I've had that or something. It's in one of my boxes. It looks very familiar.
Knott's Berry Farm Jesus Transfiguration Program booklet, mailer, menu, Buena Park. So it was a lot of stuff all together. But this is a neat little piece.
Very cool, yeah.
This goes for about $30 by itself, but I just kind of wanted to get rid of everything all at once. So took a bunch of pictures in it. Has the original mailer on it.
Nice.
And got $50 out of it rather than breaking it up, because obviously with the original envelope it all came together anyway, so why break up the collection? And I believe I paid $1 for it. Maybe I might have stepped up to the plate and paid $2 for it. But either which way, you can't argue with that kind of return on your investment on this kind of stuff over here. And you find Knott's Berry Farm stuff out. These are very, very common. They don't sell like they used to sell because they are so common. But a little insider tip on these, there's no date on them. However, inside they list the number of chicken dinners they sold the prior year. So if it tells you in 1951 they sold 352,000 chicken dinners, then you know it's in 1952.
Any winners?
Just all of our viewers for watching this with your great humor.
Thank you.
Do hit the like button if you could. Do subscribe if you haven't. I can really see no reason why you haven't subscribed yet with that kind of humor.
Exactly.
Every week.
It's free, too.
That is true. Very true. Do hit the like button, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.